Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about my journey throughout CRNA school. So today's video is going to be a semester 4 game plan. If you guys are interested, let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay, first things first, I don't know why I'm having some allergies. I'm having a runny nose and itchy eyes. I just took some Benadryl and hopefully that will help with the histamine release. But right now I have like really irritated eyes. So please bear with me. I am blinking a lot. I'm sorry. All right, so I just completed my first week of semester 4. This week we went over all of our syllabus for the classes and I was able to take the time and put it all here in my planner. And I don't know why, but in that time where I'm putting everything in my planner, it's like I go into the zone. I just love it. I just love planning. I love agendas, period. Anyway, moving on. So this semester I have 5 classes. I'm taking special populations, anesthesia roles, a business management class, coexisting 2, because last semester I took coexisting 1, and surgical procedures 2, because last semester I took surgical procedures 1. So the anesthesia roles and the business management class are being taught by a new professor to my cohort. She's awesome so far when I met her, and the experience I had with her in our first day was great. This class, what I like about it is that it involves a lot of information that helps us in our practice and in life. Not so much things that are going to be on the boards, but that's okay because I feel like, you know, the boards are just one step in getting to the end goal, but from there it's like, now what? So this class is kind of like going over the different, I guess, like within each state, there's different expectations of CRNAs, and like we have a presentation like that. I'm excited for that presentation, and like, you know, making a CV, a resume, 1099 versus W2, like really important nitty gritty information that will help us in our lives. So I'm looking forward to this class, even though this information won't be something I need to study for the boards. I don't feel like it's going to be too time consuming, and there really aren't any exams. So that's really great. And I am looking forward to those classes, as nerdy as that sounds. And then the 3 heavy important classes, I feel like involve a lot of busy work. So I do actually have like a love-hate relationship for busy work, because I just like that it's something that I can actually check off my list because it's tangible. Once I finish it, it's done, moving on, versus like studying a certain amount of, you know, certain information for a test coming up. It's like you don't know, I don't know, like just knowing that it's an actual physical thing that I can check off, I kind of prefer it. But anyway, it's a lot. So coexisting 2, we have 11 Apex workbooks in that class. And for now, I'm going to try to see if I can keep track with the class, because, you know, each lecture that's assigned for the week has a coinciding Apex workbook for the most part. So it's like if I keep up pace with how the professor is lecturing and the material that she's covering, I should be fine in that regard. So for that, I'm just trying to stay on track because there is a chance that things can get away from me. So for that, and then the midterm and the final for this class, it's just 10% of the grade each. And the heavily weighted portion of this class is the C exam, which is the self-evaluation examination provided by the MBCRNA. So this test kind of determines, you know, based on the score you get, the likelihood that you'll pass your boards on the first try. So for our program, they want us to hit a 425, but when we're ready to get out of the program, they want us to hit a 450. So, and that metric is going to be changing from my cohort on. So from here on out, they're requiring that the midway point where we're going from didactic to clinicals, that you hit a 450 and the exit is a 450. So I don't know if we have an advantage or not, because it's really, this isn't like this test is a pass-fail for our class, but you know, you want to make sure that you're hitting a high score so that it gives you, what's the word I want to use? It gives you an actual metric for like where you're going to be at when it comes to taking your board. So I am going to aim for a high score no matter what. Obviously 425 is the minimum, so let's hope for that. But anyway, because 30% of the class, you can't move on without it. Anyway, so then that class is done. Special populations, we have this semester with the same professor that taught our coexisting class, or coexisting 1. Oh, so coexisting too, we have a new professor in our cohort, and she's great as well. She is the clinical kind of coordinator, so she sets up like the hours and where we're all going to be at, like dispersing all the students. So it's great to have a good relationship with her and a rapport with her, because when it comes to the clinical portion, I want to be like, you know, able to message her, and like, and she is very approachable, so that's awesome. Anyway, so coexisting the same professor that taught that class is teaching special populations, which is awesome because she heavily focuses on pediatric. Well, not just pediatric, but she does pediatric CRNA, and that you could tell she's very passionate about it. So when someone's passionate about something, you kind of like, they're engaged in the discussion more, because, you know, they appreciate it more. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I was just like listening to her the whole time. But yeah, so this semester she's going to be covering neonatal, pediatric, obstetrics, and geriatric. Aside from geriatric, I feel like the bulk of the class material is something that I'm really familiar with, since my nursing background is in postpartum and neonates. So I feel like I'll be fine in that regard. But yeah, so this class has 6 more Apex workbooks, bringing the total of Apex workbooks to 17. And I'm trying to also be coinciding with the material that's being covered. So the 17 Apex workbooks, midterms and finals, that's the good part as well, that each class only has midterm and final. So there's really going to be only 6 exams in this semester. There are quizzes throughout in each class, but the professors kind of want us just to be on track with the learning. So if you're following along with the lectures that are being covered, the quizzes just should be supplemental, and they're there to make sure that we're not falling behind in our reading. So and there are a few papers. So I have only 3 papers in this semester. 1 paper is really just negligible, in my opinion. We have to do a self-analysis paper for the anesthesia roles course. I feel like this one will help me decide like where I am, what I want to do with my future, because I feel like, you know, at some point in our lives when we come up with a dream or a goal and you set out to achieve it, that's what you're living for a long time, especially if it's like a goal that's really like a big one, you know. And getting into CRNA school was mine, and now it's like, okay, now what? So in this paper, she has us going over like the 5-year, 10-year, 20-year plan from here on out, from graduation on. And it's kind of cool that I'm going to be able to look into that, because I feel like right now I'm in the point where I'm living out this dream, and I don't know, like, I don't see what's the next step. Like, yeah, I'm going to be living my life and I'm going to be finished with my career, but then it's like, what do I do now? So I'm excited for that paper. And then what else? One other paper. Oh, we have a business paper. It seems really short and pretty doable, kind of like something like I can do in a weekend. And then also surgical procedures 2, we have a paper similar to the one we had last semester, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, so I'm noticing that this semester is heavily weighted on busy work, something that I find that I'm really good at, as long as I can stay on task. And thankfully my planner keeps me in check. So yeah, that's it. I look forward to keeping you guys updated throughout this semester. I'm grateful that there aren't too many exams and I could just, you know, do my own thing, stay on track. And that's it for this video. Hope to catch you guys in my next one. Bye.